This tree is a Trident Maple. Really nice fall colors. It's fall right now, so most of the leaves have come off, but you can still see that nice red color here. In the next shots, you'll see that I took away a few of the sacrificial apexes, which I used to thicken up these trunks here. So I've taken those out just 10 minutes before. And in this video, we're going to style the tree and set it up for success. Alright, so this tree had these long sacrificial apexes for about 2 years, and I'm just going to prune them off right now. So the cutting back of these sacrificial apexes back into the tree, I'm trying to select an active bud here, so that if I prune it right here, that active bud will take over and grow a new apex. So what I first wanted to do with you is give it a spin and discuss the options for the front of the tree. Now this is a group planting. This is imported Japanese material. Basically just a few cuttings thrown together in a pot, developed into a few trunk lines, and we have a mini forest here. So with this being a group planting, one goal that we have is that we want to add like a visual depth in the tree. And so visual depth would mean that anything that's a bit stronger, so these main trunks, we actually don't want it to be at the back of the planting, but perhaps on the side or even towards the front a little bit, and to have the smaller trunks a bit more to the back. And what that does is that it gives the appearance that the smaller trunks are further away and seem smaller, and the larger trunks are closer to you. So that adds visual depth into your composition. But really, if you're at home and you have a similar tree like this, or you make a new planting, it's really about rotating it around and trying to find something that looks good to you. But I think for now the front more or less at this side. So the first thing I want to do next is to investigate the individual trunks in this composition, starting with the largest one. So it goes up like this, there's a bit of movement here. So actually I do like it, and either this could be the apex or on this side, but there's nice movement here. So I don't think we need to make big changes to the trunk or reduce it in height or whatever. We took the sacrificial apex out, and I think this is all right. Then if we take the second largest trunk, which is over here, there's a lot happening here. So I think we might have to think about what the apex is. So if this will be the apex, this branch is rather thick, so I'm actually going to reduce this in size. And I'm pruning to the set of buds that is right here. So you always want to have a few active buds if you make a cut like that, if you want to keep the branch. Then let's see, on the back side, this trunk also has a nice movement, so I don't think we need to do much to it. So it does split right here into two trunks. So this thicker one used to be the sacrificial apex. I cut it off here, but actually I'm going to remove it a bit more, and this will be the new apex. As you can see, I do leave a stub right here because this will die in a little bit, and I don't want the entire apex to die off, so I just leave that. All right, I'll take you close up because a lot of these smaller branches also need to be pruned. There's a lot of long, leggy branches in here, so I'll reduce those in size, and then we'll also add a bit of wire. It's fall right now, so all of this is good timing. We'll have to place it in a bonsai pot as well eventually, because it's now just planted in a plastic training pot with not very good soil. So in the next spring we'll repot the tree into a bonsai container using inorganic bonsai substrate as well. But today, pruning and wiring, that's it. Going into winter, I don't need to protect the tree in any special way. Perhaps the coldest nights in the year I might place it in an unheated or cold frame. But other than that, it's waiting until spring for repotting. Styling a bonsai tree and applying these sort of techniques correctly is one of the most difficult parts in creating a bonsai tree. You can check out our YouTube channel for videos about these techniques, but perhaps also consider enrolling in one of our online bonsai courses. Here, expert teachers explain all the relevant techniques in detail, and as a student you can also ask questions directly to the teachers. Each of our online bonsai courses have free previews available in the curriculums. Simply go to bonsaiempire.com/courses. Next, we prepare the pot by covering the drainage holes with a mesh. We also attach 2 long wires, which will be used to anchor the tree to the pot firmly. We add a layer of soil before placing the tree into the pot. The soil mixture we use is a blend of akadama, lava rock and pumice. You can read more about bonsai soil on our website, bonsaiempire.com. Place the tree slightly off-center in the pot and make sure to plant it at the right angle. Using the 2 long wires, we firmly attach the tree to the pot. If you like this video, please help us by hitting the like button or subscribe to our channel.
Learn how to create your own bonsai trees by enrolling in one of our online bonsai courses. We explain techniques like pruning, wiring and repotting, and you can ask questions to the teachers. For the curriculums and free lessons, go to bonsaiempire.com/courses.